Welcome to day 2 of the Mitas Eurocup from the Brande Pulling Arena in Denmark. 2 classes today, the super stocks and the heavy modifieds. But as standard practice, the driver's presentation, we'll be looking to see who the first round victors are of the Eurocup series for this season. The weather is good and it looks as though we're set for fine competition. The track held up very well yesterday, and today it looks as though we should be able to get a lot of horsepower down to run these 2 classes. Before the super stocks came to the track though, there were 2 tractors that came to do test runs. Yesterday unfortunately Black Power in the light modifieds was unable to start due to a clutch problem, so he saddled up to his higher weight configuration of 3.5 tonne and ran to see how the tractor was actually set up. As we look at the replay, you can see unfortunately it looks as though the head gasket or something has let go on the front engine, so probably a little bit more work there for Bjarke Jansen, but at least he got the tractor working today. We'll see what happens later on in the series. Also another Danish competitor, this is Fenrir, driven by Søren Jakobsen. He was trying to do a sighter run just for the heavy modified class later on. A bit lighter sledge setting. I think he'd be happy with that. Very successfully took it right at the end of the track. So there's some grip there on the left-hand track today, so we'll see what happens now when we get on with the Superstock class. Looks as though we should be able to have some good runs today. And before we look at the Superstock lineup, just to remind you, today the target they're aiming for in the qualification is a full pull, which is 100 metres. Some competitors to look out for today: Mitas All or Nothing, the reigning champion. Also the 2 machines from the Zeinstra stable, very competitive. So let's see what's going to happen in the Superstock class. Before the full class got underway, one further test run. Competitor running at the end of the class, Gert-Jan Pauli, complete new setup on this tractor for this season, decided he'd like to make a boost check. All the other competitors were happy that he could do this. Let's see if he's put it all together correctly in the workshop and the tractor fires up. So it looks as though he's got it sorted for the competition. Let's get into action. As with all runs, this first tractor up is the test puller, and this is no exception today. This is Rabbit Gone Wild, Ilse Korsager at the wheel. This is one of the 2 Rabbit machines. Local competitors here from Denmark. Partner Henrik Svenningsen, the team leader. Should be looking to see what he can do today. Run from Ilse. I think there may have been a little problem at the end of the run there. We just look on the replay. Yeah, tractor dropping there. Test run 91.41, still on the test pull setup, so she will have to come back for a second run. Now Edwin Dirksen from the Netherlands with his tractor BO Motor Oil Incredible Deer. See if he can put down the first official distance for today. Nice balance from Edwin. Not quite enough for the full pull, I don't think. Confirmed from the measuring tower, 99 metres 31. He will have the opportunity as the test puller to come back though. We've had confirmation that the sledge is now set. So the first official pull today will be by Agrifac Interaction, driven by Manon Cools. And she's the daughter of Bram Cools, who's the reigning champion with his tractor Mitas All or Nothing. We talked to her earlier.
I'm pulling on an International Harvester 1456. The name is AgriFuck Interaction. AgriFuck is our main sponsor. Today is the first Eurocup of this season, so I hope we can do a great job. We changed a couple of things on the tractor, so we'll see what happens and how it works out.
What did you change on it?
We can tell, it's secrets.
Your father's driving as well today, or?
Yes.
Yes, and who do you think will do the best?
Of course, I hope I'll do better, but you never know. I think it's equal. You know, we're as good as. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
And what do you think about the track here in Brande?
Well, I actually have never been here before, so I have to see how it all works out. I heard it's a good track, so we'll see.
And how do you feel right now?
I feel good. The tractor should be fine, so it should be okay.
Well, let's see if the changes are going to work on the track today for Manon. Beautifully turned out tractor. Dad Bram there just putting her onto the sledge. All the drivers usually use the mechanics to line them up to make sure they're in the right place before they start. So let's see what she can do. Nice balance. Oh no, looks as though we've got an engine problem. Set up very nicely down the run there. From what we see just on the replay there, it looks as though something on the cylinder head or at the back of the engine has let go. Just see all the sparks, everything coming back from the engine, and it's sounding very, very sick there, unfortunately. Final distance of 78 metres and 16 centimetres. Quite some nice onboard footage there. I think that's back to the workshop for Interaction 2.0. Most of these tractors will be looking to produce somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 horsepower, and hopefully with some wheel speeds of up to 120 kilometers per hour.
It's John Deere 5020 with 4 turbochargers on methanol, and it runs under 4,000 horsepower.
So let's see what Rowan can do. Nice retro style on this tractor. Quite high there, but the balance is good. This looks like a cracking run from Rowan. Yep, straight out the end, and that is our first full pull. To the onboard. Nice and straight down the middle of the track. Punch in the air at the end there, Rowan, very happy. He's the man to catch.
It was a great pull. The track is very heavy, and it was a fast run, and it's a good track.
So there we are, well done Rowan. Happy with that run. Now we are looking for full pulls, so they must get past that 100 metres to join Rowan in the final. Next tractor to the line, and this is Terminator, driven by Rob van der Waal. Looks to have a super balance going down the track. Yes. Straight through the 100 metres there, and we now have 2 in the final. Now from Norway, this is Loaded Deer, driven by Soren Nordaland. This is unique to the class today because this is the only diesel superstock here at Brande. All other machines running on methanol. Let's see what Soren can do. A little bit high, out of shape unfortunately. Oh no! I think that's the end of the day's pulling for Soren. They've had a major failure there on the transaxle. You can see the wheels just rolled gently across to the other track. I think we'll have a little bit of tidying up to do here. Very unfortunate. Got out of shape. Puts a lot of load on the tractor, on the transmission. on the replay. Trying to bring it back from the left-hand side. Finally, one wheels. Engine RPM you can hear going up, and unfortunately that's a big breakage for Soren today. Let's hope he can get it repaired, and we'll see him back again next time. As with all these tractors, you're always trying to get the maximum out of them as regard horsepower, what you can physically do with them, and of course what we try and do is make sure that the weight and everything that you have, you're able to put that power down onto the track. And sometimes the only way we find out is on the track, when we have reached the limit or gone past the limit. And you can see here, unfortunately, on the drive shaft on the John Deere, we've reached the limit. Next to the line, this is Hobo, Danish tractor driven by Henrik Iversen. Family team this. See how he does today. Sure if he's got quite enough wheel speed. He's going to be close to the full pull line. Final distance of 98 metres and 92, so not quite enough. Into third place at the moment. Now the second tractor from the Van der Waal stable, and this is Maximum Risk, driven by Jurien Dekkers from the Netherlands. Nice balance once again here. Looks to have it all under control. And yes, that's our third competitor for the final. You see just correcting back there. When these tractors are in the air at the front, only the rear brakes are steering them. Now our test puller. This is Edwin Dirksen with his BO Motor Oil Incredible Deer. Didn't quite make it out on the first run. See if he can make the final now. Appears to be getting a little bit better. Nice starts from a lot of the tractors now. Yep. Fourth tractor into the final. Nice run there from Edwin. Now second tractor from the Rabbit Pulling team, and this is Rabbit Gone Mad. Henrik Svenningsson at the wheel today. Both of these tractors of his beautifully turned out. Nice fast low run there. Full pull for Rabbit Gone Mad. You'll be happy with that.
The pull was very good for us. We got a good speed and the track feels very good, so the tractor is very good to able to make a really fast it. So I think it was very good for us.
So how do you think you're going to do today?
I will hope top 5 or something like that, but everybody can win here today, so I don't know, but we hope.
Who do you consider as your biggest rival?
Oh, I think it's the green one. There's the Gangster Deer, and he is a tough one, so I think it's the worst one.
Let's see how they're getting on with Rabbit Gone Wild in the pits. Had a problem at the end of the first run. Let's see if they've been able to fix it.
The red one, we got wiring that go from the crank up to the cylinder head, and that's just going loose, so it's fall off. So, and we have put it on now, and we have to try to start it up 3-4 times, but they can go slowly, but we'll not pick up some RPMs.
So you're not going today?
No, we're sorry about it. The red one has a good chance today when you have to be indoor champ in 2015, so there was a lot of power in it, but shit happens today.
Now, next tractor in this Mitas Eurocup Superstock class is Olden Mekelaar Zappo. Benny Harmelink at the wheel. Very competitive in the Netherlands. Based on a New Holland TVT 190. Let's see what Benny can do today. Lovely run down the middle of the track. Full pull for Zappo. A little bit out of shape at the end of the run, but didn't affect his distance.
It's a John Deere tractor. He drives on methanol. We make a little bit different things this year, and we hope it's working. And we hope today here in Brande that we're winning, and maybe number 1 and my son number 2. That's what we hope. We like the track in Brande. The track is very strong, and I think it's a good competition. Yeah, we like it.
And how do you feel right now?
Yes, I feel a little bit zenuwachtig.
I think translated that means a little bit nervous in Dutch. Here we have Zeinstra, newborn deer. Jour Zeinstra at the wheel. Seen his son Rowan make a lovely run earlier on. See if he can join him in the pull-off. Seems to have it all under control. Nice full pull confirmed there from the measuring tower. Seemed very happy on the way back. See what he thinks about it.
He go a little bit to the right, and I must good take the bremse. But he was the track is perfect. Yes, and I was much over the full pull. Dus I'm very happy. Yes, it was a good track.
You still nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I make a joke. No.
You believe in it?
Yes. Together, yes. Very strong tractors.
So the next man, this is another Dutch tractor. This is Crop Shop 6-shooter, driven by Corner Romberts. Had a big explosion in the indoor pull back in March. Totally rebuilt, and if you have a look at the hood, you'll still see sporting some of the war wounds there. Not quite made up with the new livery. Totally rebuilt now for the outdoor season. See how he gets on today at Brande. Nice start. Oh, it looks as though something on the turbocharger system, something on the boost line. A couple of backfires there, the mechanic getting a little bit nervous. Final distance 67 metres and 52 for Crop Shop 6-shooter. Now next man to the line, this is reigning Eurocup champion, and this is Bram Koels with his machine he calls Mitas All or Nothing.
We made a brand new engine in it. We had the last pull we did, and that was in America, and we had a crankshaft broken, so we had to build up a new one, and for us it's pretty sort of nervous what's going to happen next.
What do you think about the track here in Brande?
Yeah, the track will do fine. You get grip and good balance, so that will do, and the weather is fine, so...
Jeff Ashcroft, he says he wants to beat you today. What do you say to that?
Yes, Jeff always wants to beat you, but that's the whole game, of course. Everybody wants to win, so tell him I want to win.
Do you think you can do it?
Normally it would be possible, but tractor pulling is such sport, and there are so many tractors really good, so you got a whole line and you don't know before who's going to win.
So let's see what happens with this brand new engine that Bram's talked about. Nervous time for a puller, the first time they run a tractor after a total rebuild. Seems to have got it all right today though. Nice full pull there from Bram Koels. Alternative view there from the sledge. So nice full pull for Mitas All or Nothing. Bram looks happy with that. We'll see him back in the final.
Yeah, I had a good run, and with the new engine, I was, like I told you, kind of nervous, and it's running well. Data is okay, so now we can compete with Jeff. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Super. And what do you think about the track?
Yeah, the track is good. There's no complaint about the track. If you do something wrong, it's your own fault. You have to be alert, because it's going easily to the left or to the right, but you're on it, so you can take it the way you want.
Now this is our Norwegian competitor. And this is You Never Know, driven by Odd Erling, or 7. as is known. So the John Deere configuration, this tractor seems to have got it all together today. A little bit of rock and roll, slightly down the right hand side of the track. A nice full pull there from You Never Know. In general, the track seems to be okay. Some of the tractors preferring the left or the right hand side. But at the moment, all making nice pulls. So we'll see him back in the final. Well done, 7. We caught up with our British competitors, the Clark Pulling team, earlier in the pits.
Can you tell me about the tractor you're driving today?
Well, it's a big shiny red one and it makes a lot of horsepower, and with a few changes over the winter we hope we've got enough horsepower to frighten everybody else.
What have you done to it this winter?
Oh, well, that's top secret, but you know, we make a lot of changes, we check a lot of parts, we make sure everything is as reliable as we can be, so yeah, that's the main goal, is just keep everything together and have a good time.
And you're driving as well, or?
Yeah, I'm driving today. I'm the invalid, but I'm driving.
Can you tell me about the tractor?
Yeah, it's the Red Fever, and we've done some changes this year. We put a new motor in it and changed to a Rob van der Velde head to see if he's going to make any more horsepower. We just wait and see. This is the first run. We just hope it works.
And what do you think about the track here in Brande?
Well, it's good. It's a nice place, you know, plenty of area, plenty of room to park, good showers. A long way to the showers, but that's okay. And the track, well, it takes time.
And Geoff, what do you think about the track?
Well, like Peter says, you know, it's early in the season. It's a little cold, so the track doesn't dry very quickly. But yeah, the arena is fantastic. 2 tracks, plenty of space. Yeah, we like it in Denmark. It's a nice place.
How do you think you're going to do today?
Oh, ask me in about an hour's time.
What about you?
Well, we'll be just glad to get the track to go down the track so we can get some data. If we're lucky, it'll run, and we just wait and see, and then we just improve on that.
And who do you consider as your biggest rival?
Well, everyone. They're all good now. All the tractors. 1 or 2 are a little bit stronger, but any tractor can win now. They're such a strong class.
So let's see how Red Fever gets on today. As Clark Pulling team said, totally new engine in this tractor. They'll be dialing it in again, looking at the fuel system, boost, all the data off it. And as Geoff said, let's hope to get a run, get some data, and they can work from there. A little splutter off the line, but she's away. Not quite 100% on song. Final distance there of 79 metres and 11 centimetres for Red Fever. Next competitor, this is European made from the Netherlands. Brande driving. This is the International 3688. Nicely away from the line. So that the RPM has come down slightly compared to some other competitors. Down the right hand side and corrected back. Not quite enough for the full pull. 97 metres, 0.00. You can see there, just had to correct it back to the middle of the track. I think that probably lost him the metres. Now, red alert. Talked to Jeff Ashcroft earlier. This is the older of the 2 tractors from the Clark Pulling team. See what he can do. Onboard shot there, Jeff working on the steering wheel a little bit, keep him in the right direction down the track. A nice full pull there for red alert. Well done, Jeff.
Peter's leg was giving him a little trouble today, so he said he was a bit worried he couldn't hold the clutch down, and said, well, you'll just have to drive them both. It's not a problem. We're both capable of driving both tractors, so it's just, you know, you do what you do to try and get down the track. So.
Can you tell me about the pulls?
Yeah, the first one was, it was a little bit of unexpected really, because, you know, brand new engine, brand new fuel system. We've got a lot to change and a lot to learn. So we were pleased to get it down the track. A little bit of hesitation in the start. It didn't really want to go, but we should have some data on the computer and we can make some changes from that and progress. So yeah, we're very pleased, and the motor's in one piece. It was still running, so that was good.
I talked to Bram Koels. He says he's going to kick your ass. What do you say to that?
Yeah, bring it on, Bram. Yeah, we'll have some fun. I don't mind who wants to kick my ass. I'll have a go at kicking theirs back. It's good fun.
Now, the man who came out before the class started to see if he could make the tractor boost and a little bit of a test run. This is Gert-Jan Pauli with his tractor, So Melk den Hardwuter. Boosting up now, just walking it off the line. Lots of RPM there with Pauli. Lovely balance. Super full pull. Right down the middle of the track. So there we are. 11 in the pull-off. 8 from Netherlands and 1 each from GB, Norway and Denmark. So the weight has been increased in the sled. We'll be ready for pull-off time. We'll be aiming to stop them now and see who we can get as the winner today. First man to the track. This is Rowan Zeinstra with his green gangster deer. Made a lovely run, probably the fastest full pull at the beginning of the class. Let's see what he can do and set a distance for the others to catch. Once again, lovely balance on the tractor. This looks like a nice run. I think he'll be happy with that. Distance of 97 metres and 25 centimetres. Nicely down the middle of the track there. I think that's going to take some catching.
I think it was a good pull. It was a very fast run. So I have a good feeling about it.
97 meters, do you think that's enough?
We will see. It's a tough competition. So we will see.
They are, Rowan, very happy with that run. Set the distance. Now, Terminator. Rob van der Waal. Doesn't sound very happy from the line there. Probably down on 5 cylinders. You can see that working away. Nowhere near the distance of green gangster deer. 77 metres and 81 centimetres for Terminator. Now, straight afterwards, Maximum Risk, the second tractor from the Van der Waal stable. As I said, this tractor's been getting stronger and stronger over the last couple of seasons. See what Jurien Dekkers can do today. Lovely run. Gonna be close. Just off to the right-hand side, corrected it slightly. Final distance of 96 metres and 3 centimetres. Not quite enough to catch Rowan, and into second place. Now our test puller has already run twice. This is Edwin Dirksen with BO Motor Oil's Incredible Deer. Dragged down a little bit more than the other two we've just seen, and then a slight problem at the end of the run there, which has cut the distance short. 81 metres and 33 centimetres for Edwin Dirksen. Now local man, Henrik Svenningsson, Rabbit Gone Mad. Lots of RPM off the line. Nice run there from Henrik, straight down the middle of the track. Not quite enough to trouble the leaders though, 88 metres and 56 centimetres. So Zappo from the Netherlands. See what Benny can do. Very low. Nice balance in the middle of the run. Not quite enough though. Final distance of 90 metres and 32 centimetres for Zappo. Now, Rowan's dad, George Zeinstra, on newborn deer. Distance to catch still 97 metres and 25 centimetres. See what George can do. Nice run here from the John Deere. Yeah, not quite enough to beat his son. You can see the flag at the front of the tractor there. Final distance of 92 metres and 35 centimetres. Now, reigning Eurocup champion, Mitas All or Nothing, Bram Cools. See if he can get off to a winning start to this year's series. New engine he put in for this competition. Nice run. Then just coming up slightly short. 91 metres and 10 centimetres. Some of the teams there looking at the distances. Still Rowan in the lead. Now from Norway. You never know. Former Dutch tractor. Seven's had it for a number of years now. 1 or 2 podium places. Going quite well with it. Grip on the track there looks pretty good. Nice run from 7. Not quite enough, a little bit further than Bram. 91 metres and 35 centimetres. Now, Jeff Ashcroft on red alert. The old girl of the class, as he would affectionately call it. See what he can do. Last man to see if he can get on the podium. Taking the line down the right hand side of the track. Not quite enough horsepower today, Jeff. Final distance of 84 metres and 42 centimetres. There we are. Zeinstra team looking quite happy. Final results: Green Gangster Deer taking the win, Maximum Risk in second, and the third podium place, Zeinstra Newborn Deer. Inside the competition today, also the national event, which was won by Rabbit Gone Mad, Henrik Svenningsson, and then a final look at the Mitas Eurocup Superstock podium, and the winner today, Green Gangster Deer. Now for the second class at the Mitas Eurocup round in Brande, and this is the heavy modifieds. Base weight of 4.2 tonnes, weight compensation according to the engine points limit that you have. And today, 9 competitors competing for the trophy in this heavy modified class. But before the class got underway, little presentation from one of our stalwarts, our end flagman. This is Ivo Luka, was presented there with his catchphrase on the little board, "I'll see you when I see you." Big smile from Eva. Many years of good service to the ETPC and the Eurocup. And what all the pullers are always trying to look for at the end. Happy smiling Eva.
I'm the driver of the Green Spirit 6. We have 2 Rolls-Royce engines and we hope that we have a good result today.
How do you think you're going to do today?
Quite difficult because yesterday we make a very good pull with the little one and we changed the fuel system, but at this tractor we have the old settings, so we miss some horsepower.
And what do you think about the track here in Brande?
Yesterday it was very good. It looks now that it's a little bit too dry, but I'm not sure. We will see it after the pull.
So how do you feel right now?
Wow, I'm always happy. So when you do 35 years tractor pulling, then you have a lot of experience, and then it's not, you like to win, but if you lose, doesn't matter.
Okay, so we have Green Spirit 6, fitted erect at the wheel. Looks like a super run just down the right hand side, correcting slightly. Yep, lovely full pull. Sledge is set, so the tractors are in competition. man to the line. This will be Intertecno Lambarda. He's one of the most competitive tractors in Europe, and they'll be looking for the victory today for sure.
It's a big tractor with 4 Hemi V8 motors. Each motor has around 2,500 horsepower. Totally makes a lot of horsepower and in the heavy modified class. But we drive today for the first time this year, first Eurocup. So interesting what happened, because the rules are a little bit changed. With last year we have now a little bit weight compensation, and that looks like it's a little bit strange, because the top have a little bit less weight than the subtop. So that's a little bit difficult, because who is the top and what's not the top? So one of the toppers get also 200 horsepower of weight more. Yeah, and that's a little bit different then. So that's interesting what happened then.
Okay, let's see what happens today, as Wim says. Lovely onboard footage there. Full throttle. Seven seconds later, that's a full pull for Intertecno Lambarda. Very fast run there from them. A lot of noise from these V8s. Now we see the German flag. This is one of our 2 competitors from Germany, and this is Green Fighter, driven by Enrico Morotta. Triple V12 Allisons. Running on methanol. One of the top tractors in Europe. Super balanced, lovely straight run there from Green Fighter. And in the final. Come back to the left slightly. Very, very good run there from Green Fighter. Enrico looks happy. Straight on, and this is our second German competitor. This is a slightly different configuration. This is a turbine machine coming from helicopters, these engines. This is Iwan, driven by Christian Sommer. Use a starter turbine to get it going. Power's up. Nice run there from Iwan. Full pull. So, 4 in the final already. Next man up, this is local man, and this is Soren Jakobsen. His machine Fenrir. This tractor was purchased from America. Scott Tedder's here this weekend trying to help Soren set the machine up. See how he gets on. Nice fast run there from Fenrir. Into the final. So I'm looking happy there. Looking at some data. Pointing out something on one of the engines. We'll see what that is for the pull-off.
I hope the first place, but you never know.
Have you done something to the tractor during the winter?
Little changes, not really big stuff, so just fine tuning.
Who do you consider as your biggest rival?
The Lambarda team and the Green Monster team, Green Spirit. That are the tractors.
Okay, so here we have Whispering Giant from the Netherlands and Zubia at the wheel. Super looking machine, really nice fast run, and in the final there as well, full pull. Lovely run straight down the middle of the track, and we'll see him back in the final. Now something totally different. This is Slædehunde, driven by Leif Jorgensen from Denmark. Unique configuration in Europe here, 2 V12 diesel engines turbocharged. On the front, a V8 Hemi running on methanol. Real crowd pleaser, this tractor. Just hear the Hemi firing up again now. Let's see what Leaf can do today. What a sight as it comes down the track. Two turbocharged diesels and a V8 howling at the front. Had it all under control. Nice full pull there from Slater. Nice view there of the throttle as he gives it full power. And a lovely run there from Leif. Now one of the national tractors which has joined this Eurocup. This is Red Thunder, driven by Ole Mikkelsen. Twin Griffins like Green Spirit 6, but not quite as much horsepower. Final distance there of 93 metres. He'll be happy with that. He's playing with the big boys in Europe here today. So I think he'd be quite happy with that run. Now the last one in the class to go, and this is Big Mama 2, another Danish tractor. Slightly different configuration. This is what we call stair step, and with two V8 turbocharged diesel engines on it. Let's see what Big Mama can do. Driver today, Soren Dahl. Nice run down the middle of the track. Quite enough horsepower compared to some of the guys, and a final distance of 94 metres and 56 centimetres. So 7 for the pull-off, 3 from the Netherlands and 2 each from Denmark and Germany. The track looks a little bit challenging now. They'll be adding more weight to the sledge to try and stop these guys. But I certainly think that it's a little bit more testing for the drivers coming off the start line, and we'll see what happens in the final. First man up to the line, and this is Green Spirit 6, Peter Direct at the wheel, twin the Rolls-Royce Griffin engines on methanol, with superchargers on the front of them, and he'll be setting the distance for them all to catch. Lots of engine RPM, nice balance. Slightly down the right hand side, and a nice run there from Green Spirit 6. Final distance of 92 metres and 68 centimetres. Lovely onboard shot there between the two Rolls-Royce Griffin engines. Nice run. Not sure if it's enough for the victory today, but we'll see. Now into Tekna Lambada. Wimdingering at the wheel. I'm sure he'll be looking for the victory today. The start room a little bit more challenging there, but seems to have it all together. A little bit further than Green Spirit. Distance to catch now, 93 metres and 72 centimetres. The 10,000 horsepower in motion there, these heavy modifies. Now, Green Fighter, Triple Allisons. Quite a nice one from Fighter. I think this one's going to be very, very close to Lambada. Oh, not quite enough. 6 centimetres back, 93.66 the final distance. So into second place, Iwan from Germany. Slightly less horsepower. Nice run here from Iwan. Final distance of 86 metres and 99 centimetres. Not troubling the podium today. So the distance still to catch is Intertekna Lambada with 93 metres and 72 centimetres. 2 left to go. Now Fenrir from Denmark. Very similar setup to Intertekna Lambada. 4 V8 Hemis on board. Be interested to see how close he can get to them today. Nice run here from Fenrir. I think he's dropped a little bit of horsepower at the end of the run there. Shut him down early. 84 metres and 25 centimetres for Fenrir. So not their day today. And Zubia with Whispering Giant now. See if he can take the victory away from Intertechno Lambarde. Final one to run in this class. Unfortunately, Slade Hunden was unable to take to the track again for the pull-off. So it's all down to the last runner, which is Whispering Giant. Run there again from Whispering Giant. The final distance of 91 metres and 33. Good enough for 4th place. So there, 8 tractors in the Mitas Eurocup Heavy Modifieds. Final results giving Intertechno Lambarde the victory today. Green Fighter in 2nd and Green Spirit 6th in 3rd. So 2 Dutch, 1 German on the podium. Nice start to the season. Nice to see 3 different tractor configurations on the podium.
We are happy. Before the pool we said if we are on the podium we are happy. So and we had the 3rd place, so we must be happy.
It was very close. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's very nice. And somebody beat you with 10 meters, then you have not the idea I can beat them next time. And now when you beat you with 1 meter, and think next time if we do this and this and a little bit more horsepower, we can maybe beat them. So that gives you some progress to change on the engine, and that's nice.
In the final was the track a little bit too no grip for us on the start. I think we are very happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with the victory for sure. The first Eurocup in this year is every time important to do good. So the second run was not so great. First one was real good, and we changed something. But it looks like the track was in the final not so good, and there was not so many grip anymore. So the run was not perfect, but enough for the victory. It was close, but sometimes it's close. So very happy for the first Eurocup.
So it's goodbye from the Brande Pulling Arena and the first round of the Mitas Eurocup Series.